Well, g'day and welcome back again to Zhaoqing, and today you find us back behind us, however far back, is Dinghu. We've just been out there looking at the flood damage out there. If we whip our camera around, in front of us we're heading into Duanzhou, so we're right at the very eastern end of Duanzhou now. We've basically walked right the way from Dinghu back to Duanzhou. It's been a long walk, but it's been really interesting. It's normally we're on a car or a bike or whatever, getting through much quicker, but just having a look at some of the mud and stuff from the rains down here. Cars coming through here very slowly. A lot of mud down on the footpath here. Oh, that is very slippery underfoot where we are now. Get up even here, still very slippery. We're going to have to be very careful walking through this little section. Might even have to kick the thongs off, actually. We'll see how we go. Actually, no, we're not going to go. I was thinking we might actually walk along the sort of grass over there, but yeah, this mud here is unbelievable. There's a very major road going through here, and it is almost impassable. We are going to kick these thongs off and carry them for the minute, because yeah, I think through here the bare feet will be a much better idea. But yeah, this is phenomenal. I didn't realize, I mean, maybe there was more rain over here than there was in my part of the city. I never really noticed it being that heavy for that long, but you know, this here shows a picture. Look at how deep that is. That is just incredible amounts of mud there. That center sort of pile must be, oh God, I don't even know how high. 6 inches. But yeah, as we were driving out to Dinghu this afternoon, this way ahead of us, oh, we're still, I almost want to put my thongs back on, but it's still a little bit slippery underfoot. Yeah, this way, there's quite a bit of stuff going on further up the road here. So we're sort of walking down this way. We're not going to film all the way. I just saw all this stuff. This is pretty incredible. So a lot of this, I imagine, will have come down the mountains on the right here. Maybe the mountains on our left, but the other side of the road, as we were coming out, seemed pretty clear of this stuff. It all seems to be on this side. So yeah, we've got the mountains up the back here. Let's get these thongs back on now. I think the mountains over this side are up behind here, which we'll get a better look at further up the way. There's a lot of waterways down between the sort of road here and the mountains, which fill up when they get lots of rain. Oh, we got another big mud lot here. Okay, it's going to be the thongs off again, I think, through this little section. Yeah, so a lot of these waterways, I'm guessing, must have just overflowed with water as the water was coming down. Wow, that is that is disgusting between the toes. Ugh. Yeah, this is, I mean, we're just sinking down here. Oh, yuck. That's, amazing. Yeah, it's just, I mean, I've seen floods here before, you know, we've had a few. I remember a few years back out at the old Dinghu campus, I mean, that flooded really bad. The students were walking from their dormitories to the canteen in sort of above knee level water. It was incredible, but I've never sort of seen this sort of damage around the place. Just trying to find the best place to walk. I think up here somewhere might be it. But everything, we're walking very, very slowly. Everything is really, really slippery underfoot. Whee! That was nearly me going over. just whee, insane. Holy moly, that is very, very, no, we're going to get back down onto the bottom bit. So we have a sort of, the cycle way down here is sort of bitumen underneath us, which is still pretty slippery. But then on the right here is a more footpath, and that is brick. And that is really slippery with this mud. So yeah, I think we're gonna stick with the bitumen area here. Oh, and I think we're just about past the worst of the mud. So we've actually got one of the waterways here coming down off of the mountain. This will be heading back down behind us, down towards the river. So yeah, so there's a waterway. We've got a mountain just over here, and this waterway sort of goes down the right hand side of that mountain, and the river is just the other side of that mountain behind the roadways there. And then yeah, we can sort of see the mountains up here, although they are just absolutely covered in cloud at the moment. Oh, we got another fair bit of mud here. And then we get up here and look at this. The place is as clean as you could hope for. Wow. I'm going to be looking forward to a shower when I get home. This is just, my feet and lower legs are just caked in mud at the moment. So if we get ourselves down, have a look at this. Oh, now, you know, my thongs are all really, really slippery underfoot. It's absolutely madness. All right, which now, this is a little complicated little bit of roadway here as to which way we're actually going to get. I think we're actually going to just get past here a little bit, and we're going to try and get up onto this island and walk across the greenway over the other side there to get, yeah, otherwise we've got to go quite a ways up to our right to be able to come back down to get onto this road. But oh, we're back into mud again here, look. And we're back to walking rather slowly and gingerly. We'll probably come back in a couple of days and this will all be absolutely cleaned up. Let's get these thongs off again for this little bit here. Just crazy. All right, we're going to leave you there. We'll get up the road a little bit because there is a heap more stuff up the road to show you. So don't go away, there's more to come. Okay, so we're now over the other side of that flight path. We've had to walk right up and then right back down to get to here. It's been very, very slow going. The path, well, this here is what the path is like. It's under 2-3 inches of mud. I'm carrying the thongs because it's just too slippery in them, which means being very, very slow, very, very gentle where you put your feet, just because you don't know what's going to be underneath some of this mud. So yeah, very, very gentle. We've got a road up to our right here, which is totally underwater. The mud here is Well, you can see there what it's like. It's, yeah, like I say, very, very slow going, because you don't know where there's going to be a sharp stick or something underneath this stuff. So it's placing the feet very, very gently. Yeah, I'm sort of wondering if maybe we should have got a car, because it's going to be a very, very slow walk through here. We're going to just test this ground up here and see how solid this is underneath this grassy area. We're going to walk more on here for a little while, just because even though we're still sinking into the mud here, having that sort of bit of plant life underneath you just gives you a little bit more stability. It's not quite as slippery. Wow. But my Lord, there must have been a lot of water come down through here. That is just absolutely insane. We still do have grass under our feet here, believe it or not. Some form of business here, car park completely underwater. Just, yeah, it's amazing. It's, I mean, look at this. This is properly deep mud here. It's incredible. And yeah, driving out to Dinghu on the other side of the highway there was hardly any sign of mud. It's all on this side of the road. So have a look in at that car park there. That's just an inch or two of water all the way through. I wonder, I'm just thinking, I wonder if we go and walk on the side of the road over there, but no, it's not much better. Guy on the bike going through. I almost was going to ride my bike out to Dinghu, but I sort of thought, no, I'm not going to. It's just that bit far, and I didn't have the energy, and I'm rather glad I didn't. Okay, we're in some sort of a wheel rut here. Holy cow. So there on the right, get a bit of a view of the mountains, but they are very, very clouded in, a lot of them. The old hire bike here. She's looking pretty muddy. Someone else on a scooter up ahead of us trying to find their way through. Good luck with that. Oh, my feet feel disgusting, this mud between the toes and stuff. Oh, it's terrible. Wow, there's a lot of water here in this little corner. Quite deep here. So yeah, the water coming off the mountains there and just running straight down here, straight down towards the river. Okay, we want to be very, very careful here because we've got no idea what's under this water. So take it nice and slowly. There's actually not much mud under the water, which is very nice. But now we're getting back into the mud area. Oh, I feel my feet. Feel my feet sinking down in here. So we're getting halfway up to the shins through there. Was this yours? No, okay. Someone's lost a shoe in here. So That girl that just walked past us, she's just got off of this bike. Yeah, you're not going to be going any further here. Holy dooly. What an experience. It does all smell fairly clean actually. There's not much smell. It's all pretty fresh off of the mountain, which is a good thing. It may well be a different story in a couple of days' time if this sort of sits here for too long and the water starts getting rancid. Oh, we've got the intercity train line just up here. We've just got a train just pulling in. I heard the bell going off in there. I can hear running water over to our right here. So behind this fence somewhere there must be a waterway. Wow, this is incredible. I can't tell you how much rain they had. I'm not good enough. You know, I can sort of read the weather apps to find out when weather's coming, but finding out actual statistics, I'm not so good at. But all I can say, it was a lot. It was a hell of a lot. Wow. I've ridden this part of the road here, coming back from our school out at Dinghu, coming back home. I've ridden this many, many times, and it's normally really clean, really nice. I've never seen it looking like this. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, it's a little bit drier under feet here. I can actually stand on top of the mud and not sink in. I don't think that's going to last very long, but it looks like we might be thinning out up here when we get to the end of this well, we've got a ramp coming down from a raised piece of highway here. When we get to the end of there, it actually looks, oh, that was slippery. It actually looks a lot cleaner just up here, another 30-40 meters. So we should be able to walk normally for a little while, but there is another area down the road, down near the car yards, that we're going to pull the camera out again for and have a look and give you a look there. So we're going to finish up here for the minute, but there will be another section coming up, so stick around, don't go away. We'll be back with you in just a moment. Okay, a little bit further down the road. So this is one of the roads that you would take to get down to Jiaoqing University, which is sort of over the back and off to the left here. But this underpass, we've got the railway line up in front of us here, and the road underneath there must be 1.5 meters of water under there at least. Yeah, well and truly underwater. There's no getting through there whatsoever. But we have got past the worst of the mud for the time being. But there is one more section up the road a bit, which they've had an army of people out on our way out a few hours back cleaning up. So it is getting dark. Whether or not we're going to be able to actually see much of what's happening out there, I don't know. But we'll see how we go. It's even when we're on these bits of the path here where there's not much mud, it is still really, really slippery underfoot. Gonna kick these thongs off again. Now that we're off of that bitumised road. Bitumen's a bit hard on the soles of my feet, but these bricks are all right, but they are still rather slippery in places, so you do still want to be careful. But it's nowhere near as bad as it was further back up the way there. So yeah, we'll leave you again. If we come across other interesting stuff, we'll give you a look at some more as we wander along here before we eventually get a DD to take us home, because I'm starting to run out of energy. So another thing to mention, you just see this car carrier pulling up on our right. There's another one parked down on our left here. As we've been walking back from Dinghu back into Duanzhou, which is quite a substantial walk, let me tell you, we've seen dozens and dozens of these car transporters heading in with these cars on the back that have obviously been water damaged, can't start. So here we have this one in here. The car itself doesn't look too damaged, but I guess water up through the systems inside will kill it pretty quickly. So yeah, here's another one. This is a driving school car on the back of this transporter. We've got a green light in front of us. We've got on our right here is the road up to the Jiaqing University. It is getting dark now, so there was another big cleanup operation happening up in front of us here, but by the time we get there it's going to be too dark to be able to see it properly. So we're not going to worry about that. We're going to finish up there because it's getting late, and yeah, I think I'm going to start just focusing on getting home, because as it gets darker, if I stay up on this road, there is a hell of a lot more mud up in front of us. But it's going to be getting dark. It's going to be getting much more difficult to be able to see where we're putting our feet and making sure we're not slipping over and stuff. So we're actually going to, up at the next traffic lights, we're actually going to cross the road back over to our left, get onto some cleaner ground, which we're pretty clean underfoot here at the moment, but yeah, that I know that's not going to last. There's a hell of a lot more stuff up here, but it's going to be too dark to show you. But yeah, amazing amount of water coming down these hills in the last couple of days. And it's all sort of channeled into little patches of runoff. So, you know, we had that really thick mud back behind us, but then the last couple of kilometers everything's been pretty smooth, pretty clean. But yeah, as we say, there's another area down ahead that's going to get bad. So yeah, that whole mountain range, the water, you know, has come down in certain amounts of areas. Here we have another car transporter bringing more cars in. Damage, no longer drivable. Hopefully they get them, they can get them all fixed up and they're not just written off. Wow. And yeah, there's been dozens and dozens of those car transporters coming through as we've been walking along. Just, yeah, it's unbelievable, the amount of damage. I hope nobody's too put out. I hope everybody's got their insurance up to date and everything like that, so so the people are looked after. But yeah, adventures. So yeah, we're going to finish up there. We're going to get ourselves back home. So thanks for watching. Hit that like button, share with friends, subscribe to the channel. Questions, comments down there in the comment section. Anything you would like to know about life here in China, in Guangdong, especially here in Jiaqing. Hit us up in the comment section. You come up with a good question, we'll go away, look for the answer for you, make you a video. Help you learn what you want to learn. Facebook, a Scott in China on Facebook. Look us up, come join the community. But for now, it's time to get ourselves home. So thanks for watching, everybody. Stay safe, and we will see you all in the next one. Cheers.